So I'm still talking about the passive learners here. These passive learners they mostly look distracted. They process information differently. They are very passive in their listening. They can look like they're not listening to you, but they're listening. They're absorbing everything you're seeing, and they talk. If they have like 50 people in a room, they are very good at doing selective listening. If they have like 50 people in a room, they can choose to hear one person's voice and miss the remaining 49 voices. These people can, and at the same time, you can be talking to them one-on-one, and they'll be very focused as though they're listening to you, and they're not listening to one thing you're saying. So they are very good at selective listening, and they process their information differently. Even in the classroom, they can listen and learn in the midst of noise, and they won't even be bothered. In the midst of noise, they can be learning and be going. They can read in a very noisy environment. They can process information when they want to. They can choose to lock out when they want to. And they are mostly very good communicators because they are sensitive to body language, and they can easily read the room when they want to. Mostly very stubborn, but very emotional. I'm heading somewhere, guys. Please stay with me. And at the same time, if a pin drops, they can hear. So mind you, I told you they are selective listeners. They listen in the midst of noise when they want to, the voice they want to listen to. And they are not easily distracted. They are very focused people, but that is their own means of learning, very passive. And then I mentioned earlier that they are selective here. They have selective hearing, like they do a lot of thinking. They are always connecting dots, forming pictures to information. So you might be talking to them and they look like they're not listening to you, but they're already processing your information in pictures. That is how they learn. That is how they process information. That is how they communicate. So they are very patient people as well. So they can be sat there listening to you for hours. For you might even think, oh, he or she had lost interest, but don't be bothered. They are listening to every word you're speaking, and they can choose to zoom out whenever they want to. Don't be carried away by their body expression, because that is the way they learn. Passive learners are also passive listeners in most cases.